Good evening. It's Facebook Love number 222. Chicago is full of melting, the sound of melting and the sound of birds. It's nice. Almost March. A friend sent me a beautiful piece today. Well, it's beautiful in the way that something very real is beautiful. So I want to read that one. And then also I'd like to read a piece by Ferlinghetti, since he died yesterday at the age of 101, which is officially a big deal. So this first piece is by Leila, Chatti, and it's titled Confession. She begins it with a quote. "Oh, I wish I had died before this and was in oblivion, forgotten. Mary giving birth, the Holy Quran." Truth be told, I like Mary a little better when I imagine her like this, crouched and cursing, a boy god pushing on her cervix. I like remembering she had a cervix, her body ordinary and so like mine. Girl sweat lacing rivulets like veins in the sand, her small hands on her knees, not doves, but hands, gripping, a palm pressed to her spine, fronds whispering like voyeurs overhead. Oh Mary, like a god, I too take pleasure in knowing you are not all holy. That ache could undo you like a knot. And suffering. I admire this girl who cared for a moment, not about God or his plans, but her own distinct life. This fiercer Mary, who'd disappear if it saved her, who'd howl to hell with salvation if it meant this pain, the blessed adolescent who squatted indignant in a desert, bearing his child like a secret she never wanted to hear. Confession by Leila Chatti. This other one, I could read so many, but I'm just going to do one, is by Lawrence Ferlinghetti, who died yesterday at the age of 101. Such a short list of American poets who are very famous. This one, in case you don't know much about him, I don't know that much, but he did own a beautiful bookstore called City Lights Booksellers and Publishers in San Francisco. I think Coney Island of the Mind was one of his most famous, but I wanted to read this one. The world is a beautiful place. The world is a beautiful place to be born into if you don't mind happiness not always being so very much fun, if you don't mind a touch of hell now and then, just when everything is fine, because even in heaven they don't sing all the time. The world is a beautiful place to be born into if you don't mind some people dying all the time, or maybe only starving some of the time, which isn't half so bad if it isn't you. Oh, the world is a beautiful place to be born into if you don't much mind a few dead minds in the higher places, or a bomb or two now and then in your upturned faces, or such other improprieties as our name-brand society is prey to with its men of distinction and its men of extinction and its priests and other patrolmen and its various segregations and congressional investigations and other constipations that our fool flesh is heir to. Yes, the world is the best place of all for a lot of such things as making the fun scene and making the love scene and making the sad scene and singing low songs, of having inspirations and walking around looking at everything and smelling flowers and goosing statues and even thinking and kissing people and making babies and wearing pants and waving hats and dancing and going swimming in rivers on picnics in the middle of the summer and just generally living it up. Yes, but then right in the middle of it comes the smiling mortician. That one is from 1955, from the book titled A Coney Island of the Mind by Lawrence Ferlinghetti. He's a good one to look up. I don't really have anything to share today beyond the fact that I'm feeling less and less anxious and less upset about the daily goings-on. There's an uncanny silence that we've been having now for a bit over a month, and it's a blessing. This is Facebook Love, and I'll see you again.